Welcome to My Mushroom Health, fungi you can feel. Today we're going to be talking about mushrooms for hormonal balance. Let's go ahead and get started. And we'll start with the female cycle. Female cycle is in fact fascinating. The ability for the body to prepare for insemination causes millions of chemical reactions. For some women it can be uncomfortable. The thickening of the uterine walls can be painful. And inflammation has a lot to do with the level of pain each woman experiences. Next slide shows the estrogen cycle in a female monthly cycle. It shows the menses, the ovulation, and the menses and how it cycles up and down. Next slide, prostaglandins are natural chemicals in the body with hormone-like qualities and play a role in reproduction and inflammation. First discovered in semen, prostaglandins were later found in cells throughout the body, as well as in women's menstrual fluid. Prostaglandins affect the reproductive processes and are also thought to play a major role in promoting and resolving inflammation within the body. While most hormones are released by a gland and then carried throughout the body in the bloodstream, prostaglandins are not. Rather, they're produced at the area of the body where they're needed, including the time of menstruation in women. Next slide just shows how the uterine wall thickens, and obviously we know that it releases, which is why women tend to bleed at that time, and that's why it's inflammation and pain in that particular area, which again does vary per each woman. Next slide, inflammation. Menstruation cycles can cause inflammation, and the foods eaten can add to or reduce the amount of inflammation during a woman's cycle. Many mushroom species can help reduce inflammation during this time of the month. Mushroom mycelium can also help to regulate hormonal activity during this time, so makes it a good supplement during and before menstruation cycles. Other preventatives: beans, including garbanzo, lima, pinto, or kidney beans, kiwi fruit, pears, plums, and apples, flax seeds, and fresh berries, sweet potatoes, kale and asparagus, and of course we always talk about the all-powerful broccoli, one of the top foods for health. I like to grind up or blend up 3 or 4 florets of broccoli in my smoothie every morning. And obviously omit cheese and dairy from your diet, especially prior to and during your period. And of course, basic common sense, limit or omit caffeine and alcohol as well. Now, mycelium helps to modulate hormonal activity through its influence on the vagus nerve. The cranial nerve X, also known as the vagus nerve, is a critical nerve supplying parasympathetic information to the visceral organs of the respiratory, digestive, and urinary systems. It is important in the control of heart rate, bronchoconstriction, and digestive processes. Now let's talk about detoxification. The active compounds in mycelium are also highly analgesic through its influence on the TRPV1 receptor, which mediates pain. It also helps to minimize bacteria growth, as it is an effective antibacterial agent. As a natural anti-inflammatory agent, it works better than man-made drugs with no risk of dependency or side effects. So the conclusion, the active compounds in our 10-in-1 complex do help to regulate pathways that assist the body with balance and homeostasis. 2,500 milligrams per daily serving, that's 1 gummy in the morning, 1 gummy at night. No bitter taste like with much powdered mushrooms. And you can use the VIP15 code at checkout to save 15%. Feel free to try these gummies. I think you will find after a full bottle. There's 60 in the bottle, by the way, so it's a full 30-day amount for you to take 1 in the morning and 1 at night. You may find that this really helps with your menstrual cycle if you are a woman. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment, reach out to us on the website. And again, don't forget, do something nice for someone you don't even know today. There's not enough of that in the world right now.